Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:44 hours on May 26, 2015. I'm hanging out here. I'm very good friend Steve.
Hey Internet.
So Steve has been working on restoring some old church sermons from the 50s for a friend of his. He's borrowed a 2-track reel-to-reel, nice one, it's a Revox PR99, and he's transcribing them over to digital. And he's been learning some basics on reel-to-reels, and I'm going to teach you some finer points today, and maybe I'll teach you guys a couple things as we go. It'll be kind of fun. So, I have whiled away many, many, many hours of my childhood staring at these damn things turning around like that. But so far it's working alright. And there's where you get wow and flutter.
The white one that's coiled up on the top.
This one?
That's the video. And then you should see a disconnected XLR. That's the other one. There we go. And there should be a disconnected XLR.
So where's the other end of that white one go?
The other end of that white one goes into a spool. This is a new line for the main MDH camera.
Oh, cool.
We're decommissioning the box that goes up to the window.
Okay.
Excellent.
Well, I want the box still left there with the cables in it, but I want to not have to use it.
We're not. It's going to stay there.
Okay.
On this
I want to be able to use it in the future for things, yeah.
If you need to.
We did a lot of work to put that fucking box there.
I'm not sure what you're going to need to run AV from MDH.
I don't know,
radio.
but we'll see what happens.
So, run this.
Oh yeah, this is totally gonna work great. Oh shit, he's back.
Uh-oh.
I got so much flack from the internet over your radio.
Oh, you did?
Because we were like, it's a Tyrannus, it's like the greatest radio ever, he's got the GR modules, it's the greatest, and they didn't, because nobody in the blog saw when we took it out to the field, and it was like, yeah. What's up?
I just made up a list of parts.
Oh, cool. All right.
And,
Here,
keep it
I'll look
in
at this with you.
All right.
I'll be back. Hi there, guys. I'm Chris Boden, and welcome to Geek Group. It's time for viewer mail for 14:05 hours on Tuesday, May 26, 2015. This is heavy. Doesn't have a name on it.
It's from Trevor.
It's from Trevor. We have a VIP tour in the house, gentlemen. Let's please hope that mail is reasonably appropriate today. It's tea. This is the tea you've been waiting for?
Yes.
Okay, this is the Elizabethan tea?
This is AVT.
AVT? Okay. Gunpowder Organic. 1 pound bulk bag. And Pride of the Port. 1 pound. 43 bucks for a bag of tea?
It's very
You guys keep
good.
doing stuff like that and there's going to be a revolution. Okay, I'm just saying, when tea gets expensive, people get weird.
Thank you.
This is for you.
We got a river close by.
This has your name on it, Moose.
Amazon messed up.
Oh, okay. From Justin Hawks. Thanks for the awesome, Justin Hawks. Thank you, sir. We have Sawzall blades. And whoa, these are weird. Check this out. Doing it wrong. Look at how these are these Sawzall blades?
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird shape. I've never seen them really thin like that.
They are for the dinosaurs.
Oh, this is for dinosaur construction. Excellent. Sawzall blades from Justin Hawks. Thank you, sir. It's one of those ripcord boxes. Oh, this is in from Quinn at Quinn's Vape. He's sending in some parts to build a thing. Quinn, the stainless steel studs have arrived. Maybe there's some other parts in it. No, Winterhalter.
Right in front of you.
Mr. Winterhalter wants us to do a thing on teaching people how to clean the heads on reel-to-reel tape decks, which you're working on right now.
Right.
So he gave us enough head cleaner to last for 1,000 or 2,000 years, give or take. So it's here.
All
now
right.
we can do a thing on that. Thank you, sir.
The Q-tips are somewhat delayed for a week.
Are they just Q-tips or are they the proper swabs for head cleaning?
the proper ones? Yeah.
Okay. You can't call them Q-tips.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not even cotton swabs. It's a totally different thing. We have a replacement belt kit for a work sharp. It's the Ken Onion edition. Look at the, ooh. Guys, product design matters. Look at the font on that. I just don't know.
That was an intern at work.
Yeah. So we have a replacement belt for a sharpener. This box is from Harvey, I believe.
Yes.
Hey! You know what that replacement belt would go really well on? The sharpener. It's this font that I don't know. So we got a whole sharpener thing that I'm gonna completely die trying to open this. I'm sure there's an easy way to do this. I have to think so because somebody got the thing in the box. So that's it. It's weird looking. It's like bolted in there, so I'm not going to take it out. But that's the awesome sharpener. Now it looks like a tool, like you'd sit it down and do this with it, but I don't think that's the case. And it comes with belts. It looks like a really special belt sander. So there's going to be video on this. I don't know who Ken Onion is, but he's unfortunately named and has a terrible font. So thank you, Harvey. Harvey, you want to talk about, is Harvey here?
No.
Harvey's hiding. Oh, they're upstairs doing stuff. All right. I have no idea what this is. Oh, Liz. This has your name on it. Come here. You get to open it. It's a corgi.
It'd be rather flat. It's certified frustration free.
It's for Madman Mark.
Passing comments in the blog.
Beware of making passing comments in the blog. Things like this may happen. Enjoy.
What is it?
Frustration-free packaging. This is where I slit my wrist trying to.
Batteries.
It's a lot of batteries.
I am very happy with that.
What kind of batteries?
Amazon rechargeable.
Amazon rechargeable AA batteries.
Oh, Amazon Basics.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mark.
You have batteries from Madman Mark.
Yep.
He loves you. Thank you, Mark. All right, guys, that is viewer mail for the day.
There's more in A.
There's more in A? Okay, because, oh my God. All right, you guys have fun. I'm Chris Boden. We'll be back after this. And we're up. 16:39 hours. All right. Show them what this weird thing is and how it works.
What this weird thing is?
Yeah.
So
Don't take my seat. I'm in the middle of
taking
the
your
lesson.
seat.
I'm in the middle of the lesson.
And I'm teaching 1,000 people. Which is more important, the knowledge of one or teaching the world?
they have access to the internet though. They can just watch it.
And he can watch this on the internet anytime he wants.
Okay, so this is a workshop knife and tool sharpener. This is the second edition, the one that was sort of built in conjunction with Ken Onion, which is a fairly well-known knife maker. He works with Kershaw a lot and helps them design knives. I've had the original model for a long time, and it just became my instant, I need to put something sharp on a thing, and I just used it. So I thought, well, it would be a nice little contribution to this place. I own a slow grinding wet, like a whetstone Tormek. It's a $1,200 fucking machine.
Okay.
I don't use it because I have one of these. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a whole lot easier. And especially with shit like an old rusty machete, it makes quite short work of it. So.
We just grabbed the machetes because it was the...
Yeah, so at the moment, what I normally do with machetes is I try to keep the bottom at least a half or 2/3 of the blade reasonably shallow angles, but reasonably sharp. The top is the most likely to get jammed into a chunk of wood with a nail in it, or hit the ground, or stone chipped, or whatever. So I generally keep that a really, really acute, or really, really wide utility angle, because if you're hitting something with that, it's more like you're using a spade than you're using something.
Okay.
So I try not to be too concerned about it, because if you put like a razor sharp kitchen edge on there, it's just going to fold over and be fucking useless. At the moment I'm trying to take a flat spot out of the blade, which is giving me shit. So the idea with this is it gives, I did this with Batman. It gives you a convex edge, which works, it's a whole lot better as a knife geometry, and there's a fight for the internet. It's a whole lot better knife edge geometry, but a lot of people find it really hard to do. I put it on my chisels, just a single side of the convex. It's easier to do it on a machine like this because it has a flat, like a springy belt on it. It'll automatically conform to the pressure you put on. Most of your professional knife makers will do it. It's easy to do in a production sense, really hard to do at home. This thing came along and just went, fuck it, you can do it at home now. That's why I dropped the Tormek. It produces consistently hollow ground edges, which are really easy to do, but are really, really weak. There's no material behind them, so they break and they fold and they snap off pretty quick. So I started using these and haven't looked back. They have a lot more material behind the edge. They last a lot longer, and in the field with a chunk of concrete. I have sharpened a knife, I've sharpened a chisel on a ceramic benchtop in a bathroom because it was abrasive enough to work with, and I wasn't so concerned about getting a perfect angle. I just needed to take a nick out of a blade. So I went into a bathroom and went, yup, and it worked. So I prefer the convex edges for that reason. So again, I'm trying to focus a lot more right on the edge there, which had a flat spot. Now we're slowly taking it out. So the edge still actually has a flat spot on it, like the very tip, first probably 1/4 inch, but I'm not concerned about it. I will leave it as that. It does not have to be a razor sharp machine of like a weapon of death. It has to cut roots out of the ground somewhere, so I'm not going to be overly concerned about ripping that amount of steel off just to get that last little bit. So the benefit of the Ken Onion edition is we have this really cool little dial on the back here, which gives us a really cool little angle adjustment on these two guides. If you watch where I would normally sit a blade and put it against the guide, I can adjust what angle it's approaching the belt. The original one that I have doesn't have that function, so this is pretty cool. What I've done with this machete is we're running it at its widest point, which is about 30 degrees. When I put the blade in, I'll just use my Leatherman as an example. When I put the blade in right down at the front portion of the machete, I'm running it at a fairly light angle. As I'm coming towards the tip of it, I'm rotating it out to give it a much more robust angle. Right near the handle is going to be really sharp for when you're doing this sort of stuff on a like on a piece of timber or whatever you're trying to shave down. But the tip, you want that really more of like an axe grind on it, so that it's a lot stronger and can handle a lot more force. Low down, you might want to be shaving something, you might be pulling on something to cut it apart. The end, you want that little bit more of a robust edge. So as I'm rotating this through, I'm starting off fairly shallow and then pulling it out as I get about halfway down the blade. So it's a little bit more complex than what they tell you in the instructions. So, one of the really cool features of the workshop series, or the workshop knife and tool sharpeners, is you can pop that off. And if you've got a really big blade like this, or a shovel, or a set of lawnmower blades or something, is if you can get that bench mounted, you can then grab this and rotate it, so you can work on it this way.
That's cool.
If I had a vise right here, that's probably how I would be doing this. But what you have to be mindful is, as I said before, when you're working on this, you generally want to start on the right side.
Right.
Because it'll push the burr down the blade and away from the edge. When you come over to the left side, it cuts the burr off and drives it off. If you're sharpening on the bench, like in a vise, and you're doing that, you want to be fairly mindful of that. You want to try and keep that as you can. Because if you pull away from the edge and then pull away from the edge, it does something different. And I don't know why. It just doesn't work as well. So I try to keep that same sort of idea. What do you got? Holy snapping duck shit.
I got those through a friend of mine, and I grabbed a bunch of them because I wanted to practice putting edges on knives. And these were obviously cut out from a plasma cutter, and something he didn't like about it, he threw a bunch of them away.
Okay. Have these been heat treated?
I have no idea.
They have not been heat treated. I can tell you they have not been heat treated.
Okay.
I'm putting an edge on there, but it's not going to last.
Well, it's just something to practice with.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've looked up how to heat treat, because there's some things you do with...
You can generally tell if they've been heat treated, because most guys will put the basic blade shape on there first.
Right.
Like they'll grind the 99% of it away and then heat treat it and then come through and finish it.
Okay.
So these are raw stock.
Yeah.
But if you go through and shape them, you can send them off and get heat treated. And you've lost a tip.
Yeah, this was literally, it was cool to see. It was a 55-gallon drum of just those. So someone fucked up a big batch.
Yep.
But I just figured something neat to practice putting an edge on.
Yeah.
And I'd like to eventually finish one.
Okay.
Like, and because you can do. I know it probably wouldn't be the best heat treating, but you can do some heat treating with a hand torch.
Yeah.
To an extent.
This is not the attachment for that.
Okay. Yeah.
To do that, you would grab the other, so like a four-wheel setup to do that.
Okay.
Much heavier duty grits.
Okay.
And they're much longer belt. They're the same width. They're much longer.
So this is just for topping, like just.
Yeah.
Okay.
You bolt this down to your bench.
Yeah.
You crank the handle on and lock it, and you shape, and you carve away. Yes, it can be done. Most certainly can be done. Especially if you're doing one or two and you just want to learn the skill.
Right.
This is like a $120 tool. It is the thing to pick up and play with. Because if you lose it, you're not throwing $500 away on a tool you'll never use again. Or $1,200 in my case. It's a bad idea. Alright, so we've chucked it through a 120. That looks... Yeah, that one.
What is this?
Yes.
This is oddly satisfying.
Well, yes,
Oh my
I know
God.
that peeling paint is satisfying.
Oh.
But-
Oh. Oh.
See?
It's like the greatest thing ever. Well, it's the second best thing ever. Sunburn. Sunburn is the best.
Oh, I
Give
have
me-
some
give me a
stories
good, like-
about sunburn.
entire square feet of sunburn.
Had
But this, for now, this is okay.
there was one year, 6 or 7 years ago, I was helping with a photo shoot out at Lake Michigan,
Okay.
and we were only supposed to be out there for 2 hours. We ended up being out there for 8, and no one had any sunscreen. My pasty Irish ass came back looking like a freshly boiled lobster, and I spent 4 days with sun poisoning, laying in bed, wishing death upon myself.
This is a guidance, a gun aiming guidance thing.
Oh, okay.
It's for a big airplane.
Oh.
Now you know.
Smaller version of
Yes, much simpler, tinier version of that. Yeah.
it's very pretty.
Oh, hey, I was supposed to come see you. I didn't do that because I forgot. I was in a very important meeting of the government. I wasn't. I was doing a sponsor thing, but you needed me for something.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go get yelled at by Will. I'll be back. Hi.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Oh, well, I was down the street checking on my phone, and Rose was up here.
Okay.
Stop by.
Have fun. There's stuff going on.
Well, I know she was talking to somebody, so I got.
She's doing tours. She's got like 3 back-to-back tours right now, but she'll be done soon. Moss is here. He's hard at work, doing a legit, important, real adult work. Really.
Not long enough.
Will, why would you take him the long way to robotics? You were, yeah.
Well, we were walking and talking. I can only do one thing.
Is it working better?
That's a
life
loose
center is
curve.
garbage.
But
yeah, these are
my life center, so my life center is garbage.
Okay.
I have where instead of having a hole right here, put your iPad in whatever tablet
You're like the camera head club, right?
Yep.
Something doesn't go wrong, doesn't happen until he's got the camera on. You're used to the last program.
Yeah.
Still a really cool thing to see what our machines are capable of doing.
Wow.
And the different things that we have done as well. So this is a really popular area. A lot of people come in here because they have an interest in machining and they want to, they have something that they want to make. And it's a good way for them to learn from start to finish how to do something.
Yeah.
And it's a really empowering thing when you finish your project and you're like, oh, I did that. Like, I'm able to do that. So that's what we're about here. We want people to learn on their own. We want people to, be involved in their projects and in their interests on a deeper level than just like, oh, that's a cool thing. I would like one, but I don't know how to do it. Well, you might not know how, but it's a lot easier to learn from you than it is.
It would take a lot of time to learn each one individually, though, first.
Sometimes.
After I get a lot of instructions.
Yeah, but there are people here, we won't tell you what to do, but we can help you. And if you have questions, we have people around who are...
People don't usually come here to build things in a hurry. The process is more important than the product. They come here to learn the process.
Yeah.
So that changes things a lot.
Yeah,
You can either have it really quick or really cheap.
Yeah.
Pick one. And that's the trade-off. People come here to learn how to build stuff, but it takes a lot longer. But that's a good thing for them because at the end of it, they're getting an education.
You've invested your time into it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can't, just like painting a picture, I guess you can't do a good picture and do it really fast.
Yeah, it's all of what you want to do.